Good morning. Hi. Hello. So, relaxing at home, waiting for result. Good morning. Good morning. I'm good. How are you? After a long time. Again, we are starting from the beginning. Which subject you hate most? We are teaching that for the 2 weeks. Okay. So, what's going on? Mathematics. Differentiation, integration completed. Okay, good. Sir, why today all chemistry classes? I'm not going to teach chemistry. Who is saying, sir, why today all chemistry classes? And physics also there. Physics going on. Physics not going on. Mathematics going on. Okay. Everybody's laughing. This happened once. I was in the temple and one girl came, sir. She asked, sir, you are in the Shri Gosalite? I said, yes, you know me. Oh, she said, sir, I joined. I am the student. You are teaching chemistry. So I got angry. Means my student, they don't know which subject I am teaching. Then she said, sir, yesterday I joined. Okay. Okay. Okay then, so trigonometry completed. So I will today, dedicated student, yeah. So today I will discuss about the straight line, equation of a straight line and the graph of the straight line. Because the straight line mainly we are, 3-4 graph we are dealing in the physics, mainly in the NEET. Okay, so in that straight line is very important. What completed, sir? Straight line also completed. No, sir. Completed, sir. Which YouTube channel you are watching? Somebody saying completed, somebody saying no. Mobs are started. What is started? Parabola straight line completed. Briefly, okay. So mobs are completed all basic mathematics. Okay. Parabola straight line graph completed only. Okay, no problem. First, I will go some straight line equation, how to write the straight line equation, okay, what is the meaning of the slope, and then after that I will come to the basics of the graph he completed. Trigonometry graph also completed. Basic math completed, I have to teach the chemistry. Y is equal to mx plus c. He said you will continue the rest. He has not left anything. Okay. Okay, then first, if you know then you will reply. Okay, so I will go to the straight line in detail. Okay, then after that, suppose you know all the things, then I can come to the other graph. Okay, sine graph and cos graph also completed. Okay, so trigonometric part mainly he has completed. Okay, so first, I think everybody has the idea about the quadrant. A small thing I will ask. Basically, it is a revision only. Mathematics is the whole year, it will be the problem. No, so I will discuss the graph. Okay, if you know, then it is good. You can reply. So here, like everybody know the quadrant, quadrant first, second, third, fourth. A small thing first I will ask. Suppose I am saying 2 comma minus 3, 2 comma minus all silver teacup. Arena like that. I am not asking. Now listen. If I am saying that 2 comma minus 3, in which quadrant this will lie? Point 2 comma minus 3. Suppose I am saying point 2 comma minus 3. Fourth quadrant. That everybody is giving the right answer. It will lie in the fourth quadrant. 2 means x coordinate is positive, y coordinate is negative. Then we can say that will lie. This is the origin. Everybody know. Okay. X we have to go to the 2 and y is what? Minus y is the negative. So then we will get what? 2 comma minus 3. It will lie in the fourth quadrant. Okay. So means basically quadrant rule everybody know. Okay. This everybody got. Suppose I am saying minus 1 comma 2. Minus 1 comma 2. Which quadrant? Second quadrant. Okay. So it means everybody know first quadrant both x and y is positive. Second quadrant x is negative, y is positive. Basically above the x-axis we are taking the y positive. Below the x-axis, third quadrant, suppose I am asking, so x is negative and y is negative. Fourth quadrant, x is positive, y is negative. This everybody know, means if you know the point, then you can find the quadrant. Basically, why I am saying this, because in the rain man problem, relative velocity, if you find the right quadrant, then you can say the what is the angle made by the relative velocity and all. So at least everybody has to know the quadrant. Okay. Suppose I am saying, just I am drawing one line. Okay, so line is cutting the x-axis at a point what? Here 3. So suppose I am saying what is the x? What is the x-intercept? So x-intercept means distance of the point where the line is cutting the x-axis, and that we have to find from the origin. So what is the x-intercept here? X-intercept is the 3, y-intercept is what? 4. So what is the meaning of intercept? Intercept on the x-axis and y-axis means where the line is cutting the x-axis and where the line is cutting the y-axis, its distance from the origin. That is called the. This everybody got. So x-intercept I can say what? Here x-intercept is the 3, y-intercept is the 4. Okay. In this line AB, what is the x-intercept? In this line AB, what is the x-intercept? X-intercept is -2. Very good. Okay, y-intercept is -3. Okay, so if the intercept is positive, we will say the positive. If intercept is negative, then we will say the negative. Okay, so here for this line AB, x-intercept is what? -2, y-intercept is what? -3. Very good. Okay, so this basic everybody know. Okay. Now about the straight line, what you know? Like suppose I am saying one point. From one point, how many straight line can pass? From one point, how many straight line can pass? How many straight line you can draw from the one point? From one point, how many straight line can pass? Infinite. Okay. So means we can draw the infinite straight line from the one point. Suppose I am saying from the 2 point. From the 2 point, how many line you can draw? From the 2 point, how many line you can draw? Suppose I mention the 2.1 and 2. So from the 2 point, how many line? One line. Okay. It means if we want to draw the unique straight line, we want to draw the one straight line, then we need what? 2 points. We need 2 points. Okay. Everybody got or not? Because from the 1 point, infinite line can pass. So, but if we want to draw the unique line, we require 2 point. Okay. This everybody got? Okay. Now, so many different equation of straight lines are there. Only 2, 3 you have to know. Okay. So one equation of a straight line, we have learned what? Y is equal to mx plus c. Okay. Y is equal to mx plus c. Who will say what is the m here? What is the m here? In y is equal to mx plus c. What is the m here? Slope. Okay. And what is the c here? What is the c here? M is the slope. Okay. I will discuss in detail what is the meaning of the slope. So m is the slope. What is the c? Intercept. Which intercept? Everybody is saying intercept. Which intercept? What is the c here? Y intercept. C is the y intercept. So c is what here? Y intercept. Okay. So here one variable we are using m. What is the meaning of m here? M is the slope. Okay. What is the slope? How we will find the slope? That in detail I will discuss later. Okay. What is the c here? C is the y intercept. C is the y intercept. Okay. If the c value positive, then y intercept positive. If the c value negative, then y intercept negative. Okay. What is the y and x? So what is the y and x? Basically, we are not going to learn the mathematics. We are going to write the straight line. In physics, we will deal different quantities. Okay. So what is the meaning of y and x here? In the graph, which quantity we are plotting on y-axis? In the graph, straight line, which quantity we are plotting on y-axis, that we will represent by y. Okay. And which quantity we are plotting on x-axis, that quantity we will represent by x. Okay. Again, I am saying y is equal to mx plus c. What is the y and x here? Y means what? Which quantity? They will not give the equation like y and x. They will give the equation in the terms of velocity, time, energy and something. Okay. So here what is the meaning of y? Y is what? Which quantity we are plotting on y-axis, that we will write as a y. Which quantity we will plot on x-axis, that we will represent by x. Okay. Everybody got or not? So we will not use y and x. Generally, we will use the different variable in the physics. Okay, everybody got? So y is what? Which quantity we are plotting on y-axis, that we will represent by y. Which quantity we are plotting on x-axis, that we will represent by x. Okay. So some equation I am writing. You will say what is the slope and what is the y-intercept. First, very simple. Suppose this is the equation of a straight line. Okay. By seeing that directly, everybody can say, okay, it is our standard form y is equal to mx plus c. So what will be the graph? Graph will be a straight line. Okay. What is the slope here? Slope is -3. Okay. So when we are comparing with our standard form, in the place of m, what we have? -3. Okay. So slope is equal to -3. What is the y-intercept? What is the y-intercept? Okay, 2. So y-intercept is 2. Okay, 2, 2, 2. Okay. What is the x-intercept? What is the x-intercept? Now that I will check. What is the x-intercept? Y-intercept, okay, everybody got. By comparing with our standard equation, y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, slope is equal to -3 and the y-intercept is 2. What is the x-intercept? X-intercept 0, because I have not said anything about the x-intercept. Okay. What is the x-intercept? 0, 0. Most of people are saying the x-intercept is 0. It means you don't have the idea about the x-intercept. Now listen. Listen. Why, if you remember this example, okay? So in this example, I said the x-intercept means where the line is cutting the x-axis. That is the distance of that point from the origin is x-intercept. And what is the y-intercept? Where the line is cutting the y-axis, its distance from origin is y-intercept, okay? By seeing the equation y is equal to mx plus c, directly we can say what is the slope and what is the y-intercept. But suppose I am asking the x-intercept, we required x-intercept there, okay? So if you see where the line is cutting the x-axis, what is the value of y there? On the x-axis, what is the y? On the x-axis, what is the y? Suppose you are moving on the ground, what is the height? 0. Okay, when you are going height, you are not traveling in this direction. So your horizontal distance is 0. When you are moving on the ground, y is 0, height is 0. Okay, so on the x-axis, y value is 0. On the x-axis, y value is 0. And on the y-axis, x value 0. Mark this point, means x-axis y0, y-axis x0. This everybody got or not? X-axis y is equal to 0, y-axis x is equal to 0. Okay, so I gave the equation what? Y is equal to minus 3x plus 2. Okay, so by comparing with the equation, I directly got the y-intercept. But for the x-intercept, what I will do? X-intercept means where the line is cutting the x-axis. Where the line will cut the x-axis, y value is 0. So what we will say for x-intercept, remember that for x-intercept y is equal to 0. Okay, and for y-intercept, x is equal to 0. Okay, this everybody got or not? So for x-intercept we can say y0, for y-intercept we can say x0. You can check also. Suppose I am saying what is the y-intercept, so directly you will put x is equal to 0. If you put x0, this term becomes 0. Now what is the y? Y is equal to 2. Okay, so directly we have written y-intercept is 2. So there is another way to get the x-intercept. We will put y is equal to 0. To get the y-intercept, we will put x is equal to 0. Okay, now who will say what is the x-intercept? What is the x-intercept? What is the x-intercept? 2 by 3. So for x-intercept, we will put y is equal to 0. Okay. So for x-intercept, y is equal to 0. If I put y is equal to 0, then what I got? Y is equal to 0 means y is equal to minus 3x plus 2. 3x plus 2. Now 3x is equal to what? 3x is equal to 2. So what is the x value I got? 2 by 3. So what is the x-intercept for this line? 2 by 3. This everybody got or not? So by the equation, if the equation they have given, then from the equation we can find what is the x-intercept, what is the y-intercept, what is the slope. By comparing with our standard equation, slope and y-intercept directly we can get. For x-intercept, we have to put y is equal to 0. So remember that x-intercept y is equal to 0, y-intercept x is equal to 0. Okay. Up to this everybody got? Okay. One more small question. What is the slope? What is the x-intercept? What is the y-intercept? In this equation, what is the slope? What is the x-intercept? What is the y-intercept? In this equation, what is slope? What is x-intercept? What is y-intercept? Are nalayak. It is the only problem. Means directly we are without this. So many times I have observed the mistake, same mistake with the people are doing in the oscillation chapter that I will discuss in the class. Okay, so slope, most of the people are saying -2. Somebody is saying the -2/3. Okay. So now listen. Equation is what? Our standard equation is the y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, here with the y I have given the 3. It is not our in the standard form. Okay, so first we have to convert in the standard form, then we can directly compare anything. Okay, here I have given the 3y. Okay, if I have given the y is equal to minus 2x plus 5, y is equal to minus 2x plus 5, then I can say slope is the -2. But here what I gave 3y. So first convert into the standard form, then compare. Okay, so then what I can write? I can write this equation as y is equal to -2/3 x plus 5/3. What I did? I divided by 3 on both sides. I divided by 3 on both sides. Then I got this equation. Are everybody getting or not? Now this came in our standard form. What is the standard form? Y is equal to mx plus c. Okay. Now what is the slope? Now all the thing you can say directly now. Slope is equal to -2/3. Slope is equal to -2/3. Okay. What is the y-intercept? Y-intercept directly we can find. Five by 3. Okay. Now what is the x-intercept? What is the x-intercept? Somebody is saying 5/3. No, after that they corrected 5/2, 5/2. X-intercept y is equal to 0. X-intercept y is equal to 0. X-intercept y is equal to 0. So now put y is equal to 0 here. If you are putting y is equal to 0, so x-intercept y is equal to 0. So if I put y is equal to 0, then what I will get? -2/3x plus 5/3. 0 into 3, 0. So 3 you can cross multiply, 3 cancel out. Okay. So now what we got? 2x is equal to 5. This mathematics everybody know or not? When anything goes to the other side of the equality, the sign changes. Okay. Like if I'm shifting the -2x other side of the equality, then it will become 2x. Now 2x is equal to what? 5. So what is the x I got? X is equal to 5/2. Should I repeat again? So x-intercept everybody got, y-intercept everybody got. So two things directly we can say. X-intercept is the only problem. For that we have to put y is equal to 0. Okay. Okay then. So now one or two problem I will relate with physics. Okay. Suppose I am giving, everybody know first equation of constant acceleration equation, motion in a straight line. V is equal to u plus at. V is equal to u plus at. Okay, this equation everybody know. Now suppose I am saying I am plotting the v on y-axis and time on I am plotting v on y-axis and time I am plotting on x-axis. Who will say what is the slope and what is the y-intercept, what is the x-intercept? Again I am repeating, so whether you know or not, suppose I have given one equation, v is equal to u plus at. Okay, where v is the v I am plotting on. You don't know, v is the velocity after time t, u is the initial velocity. I am not asking that. I am saying I have given one equation, v is equal to u plus at. V I am plotting on y-axis, t I am plotting on x-axis. Say what is the slope here, which quantity represents the slope, which quantity is the x-intercept, which quantity represents the y-intercept. So what we will do first we will convert in our standard form, because here they have given v and u and t, but we have learned in that y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, so first we will convert in that form. What we will do, I said which quantity we are plotting on y-axis, that we will represent by y, and which quantity I am plotting on x-axis, that we will represent by x. Okay, so here what I am plotting on y-axis, v. So v I will replace by y. Which quantity I am plotting on y-axis, v. So v I replace by y. U, that is a constant, they will say the initial velocity. We have to write as it is. U is as it is. Okay. A as it is. Now time I am plotting on x-axis. Time I am plotting on x-axis, so t I will replace by x. Now I got y is equal to u plus ax. It came in our standard form, y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. Now you will say all the things. What is the slope here? One by one. What is the slope? Slope is the A. Okay, very good. Slope is the A, because if I compare with the standard equation, y is equal to, if you want, then you can convert into the order. Otherwise, y is equal to c plus mx. Okay. Now in the place of m, what we have? We have A. So slope is equal to A. Very good. Okay. What is the x-intercept? Sorry, what is the y-intercept first? What is the y-intercept? Y-intercept is u. Y-intercept is u. Okay. So y-intercept directly we can say, and slope directly we can say. Okay. Now what is the x-intercept? For the x-intercept, we will put y0. After putting y0, what I will put? What I will get? After putting y0, what I will get? Minus u by a. Okay. So x-intercept we got, y-intercept we got, slope we got. Okay. So maybe like, suppose this problem they are how we will use in the physics. They have given the straight line in the graph, and they given the x-intercept, they given the y-intercept. After seeing the quantity, you got the equation. After getting the equation, x-intercept you can equate. Like suppose here I gave the graph and I know the x-intercept. So x-intercept I will compare with minus u by a. From that I will get one equation. Okay. And y-intercept, what I will take? Y-intercept I will take the u. So I will get directly value of u. So in that cases we require this x-intercept and y-intercept. Maybe what I said, if we have given the graph, and in the graph suppose VT graph or any like any equation I have given, and in that I know the what is the x-intercept, y-intercept. So according to the equation we can compare with the x-intercept and y-intercept, and different values we can find. Okay. Everybody got? Okay. One last. Okay. This equation, whether you know or not, I am writing the equation. Not I'm writing K max, I'm writing K only. Okay. So here this equation, Einstein photoelectric equation, that you don't know. I'm not expecting that you have to know. I have written the equation h nu is equal to W plus K. Okay. W is the constant here. Okay. H is the constant here. I am plotting the frequency nu and kinetic energy K and the frequency nu. Okay. K I plotted on the y-axis, K I plotted on the y-axis, and nu I plotted on the x-axis. Okay. Who will say what is the slope here? What is the x-intercept here? What is the y-intercept here? What is the x-intercept? What is the y-intercept? In this, in the NEET also they ask the question based on this equation, and the what is the slope? Slope is constant. All these things that we will discuss later. What is the slope here? Slope is h. So what we will do first, I am plotting the k on y-axis. K on y-axis. So here I will write the k, I will replace by y. Okay. Nu I am plotting on x-axis. Then nu I will replace by x. So hx is equal to w plus y. Okay. I will convert in our standard form. So y, what I can write? Y is equal to hx minus w. This I can write or not? Y is equal to hx minus w. Now it came in our standard form, y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. So in the place of slope, what we have? Slope is the Planck constant, that Planck constant here, h meaning is the Planck constant. So y is what here? H. Slope is equal to what here? H. Slope is h. What is the y-intercept? Y-intercept is minus w. Y-intercept is minus w. So slope I can write what? Slope is equal to h. I'm not asking the meaning. What is the h represent? What w represent? According to the equation, what is the slope here? H. What is the y-intercept? Y-intercept is equal to minus w. Okay. What is the x-intercept? X-intercept. So for x-intercept, you are putting the y is equal to 0. Then what we will get? W by h. Okay. So everybody got how to find the intercept, from how to find the slope, okay, and how to find the x and y intercept, okay. Up to this, okay. Another standard form of a straight line is what? Straight line passing through origin. So what is the equation of a straight line passing through origin? So from the origin, how many straight line can pass? From origin, how many straight line can pass? From the origin, how many straight line can pass? Infinite. Okay, because origin is the 1 point. Origin is the 1 point, and from 1 point, infinite line can pass. Okay. So what I said means if we want to draw the unique line or one line, then what we require? We require 2 points. If you have the 2 points, so from the 2 point, if you want to draw, we can draw only one line. Okay. Other thing is what? Suppose you know the 1 point and you know the slope. You know the slope. Then we will get the one line. Okay. So suppose I am saying equation of a straight line passing through origin. So from the origin, infinite line can pass. But suppose I said slope you have to take m. Slope you have to take m. If I fix the slope, then only one line we will get. Okay. So what is the equation of a straight line passing through origin? Y is equal to mx. If this form you are getting, then we can say this straight line will pass from origin. And what is m here? M is the slope. Okay. What is the x and y intercept? So when the line is passing from origin, what is the x and y intercept? 0, 0. Why? Line is passing from origin. Then it is not cutting the x-axis, only 1 point it is cutting the x and y-axis at origin. Okay. So we can say x-intercept means what? Distance of the point from the origin. But line is passing from the origin. So x-intercept and y-intercept is 0, 0. Okay. This everybody got? Okay. So a small question on this also. Okay, this question I will come later. Everybody know ideal gas equation, PV is equal to nRT. Okay, PV is equal to nRT. You will say, suppose I am saying P, that slope question I will come, I will discuss later, because first I have not said how to find the slope. So that is that question I will take later. So here I have given the pressure is on y-axis, temperature is on x-axis. Okay. I have given the straight line. Everybody know the ideal gas equation. This is for the ideal gas. Ideal gas PT graph I have given. Okay. Who will say what is the slope here? What is the slope here? I gave the PT graph. PT graph I have drawn the straight line passing through origin. Who will say which quantity represents the slope here? Which quantity represents the slope here? NR by V. Very good. NR by V. So here, when you got suppose this type of graph, so you saw the P and T. P is on the y-axis, T is on the x-axis. So first you will think about the equation. Which equation we know in the terms of P and T? For ideal gas, in the terms of P and T, we have equation PV is equal to nRT. So first I will write what? PV is equal to nRT. Okay. Now, what I said, which quantity we are plotting on y-axis, that will be represented by y. So P I am plotting on y-axis, so I will write y. Okay. And T I am plotting on x-axis, that I will replace by x. So what I got now, NR by V I have divided both sides into x. So y is equal to NR by V into x. So okay, so here what I got in the place y is equal to mx. Y is equal to mx. So in the place of m, what we have? NR by V. So what is the slope here? NR by V. Arena, like I'm not teaching chemistry. I'm saying that how to draw. Okay. Okay. This everybody got. So what is the slope here? Slope is the NR by V. In detail we will say, so we will not go here PET graph. We will not start from, it will start from origin, because negative 0 Kelvin, less than that it is impossible, or whatever it is. We will discuss in the physics, but here I am dealing with the what? Mathematics. So what is the slope here? Slope is the NR by V. Okay. T is not a time, nalayak. T is the here what? Temperature. Here T is not a time. Shriram, Mohit. T is not the time. T is the temperature. So that's why now I'm not saying don't focus on the physics. Don't focus on the physics. Physics we will learn later. Here I am giving the equation, only just focus on the mathematics. The T is the time. T is the temperature. I am just dealing with the symbols P, V, N, R, T. Letters I have given. You don't know what is a P, what is a V, what is a N, what is a R. I am giving this equation, this a graph I have given. So what is the meaning of the slope here? NR by V. Okay, whole year we will learn the physics. This completed? Okay. Now, who will say what is the meaning of slope? How we will find the slope? What is the mathematical formula for the slope? Then I will come to that problem. What is the meaning of slope? Okay, very good. Differentiation you learn properly. dy by dx is the slope. Okay. So means first you learn the slope, or first you learn the differentiation? Charan, first you heard the name slope, or first you will learn the dy by dx? Slope is the differentiation. Wow, very good. Slope is the differentiation. Means when we are going to do the differentiation, we can use. We are going to do the slope. Okay. First dy by dx. Okay. Arena, like in the class 9th or 10th, who has taught the mathematics, first they set the slope. Differentiation, integration, it is the 11th and 12th. Even you learn in the basic mathematics. Okay. So what is the slope? Before differentiation, they have said what is the meaning of slope. Slope is the what? Slope, first we are defining for the like a straight line M we are representing here in the equation of a straight line. Slope is what? Tan theta. Slope is what? Tan of the angle. Tan of the angle. Which angle? Angle made by the line. Angle made by the line with x-axis. I repeat again, what is the meaning of slope? Slope is the tan theta. Slope is the tan theta. What is the theta there? Theta is the angle made by the line with x-axis. Again I am repeating, if you want to write, you can write. Slope is what? It is the theta. What is the theta here? Theta is the angle made by line with x-axis. Okay. But one more thing here, for the theta we have to focus. In the basic mathematics, in the trigonometry, Mohit sir maybe he said, what is, like here I said slope is the tan theta. What is the theta? Angle made by the line with x-axis. Okay, that is a definition of the slope, or we can say it is a formula of the slope. Slope is what? Tan theta. Theta is the angle made by line with x-axis. Okay, now angle we can measure for any line. We can measure the angle in the two way. Okay, means to go to the angle, to reach to the line, we can rotate clockwise or we can rotate the anti-clockwise. Okay, clockwise angle we are taking negative. Maybe sir said that, if you have not said then you can write. Clockwise angle we are writing negative. Clockwise angle, when we are measuring angle clockwise, then it is a negative. Okay, that I will discuss later. Wait first. What I am saying, if angle we are measuring clockwise, then we are writing negative, and if angle we are measuring anti-clockwise, it is a positive. Okay, this is an important topic. Okay, anti-clockwise angle is positive. Clockwise angle is negative. Sir, NCERT examples, exercise, coaching material, PYQs, book is sufficient for NEET 2026 physics, or SC Verma and DC Pandey also required? In whole year, you will learn only physics, Nalayak. NCERT example, exercises, coaching material, PYQs, after that SC Verma and DC Pandey. This whole country, fear of the physics is there. Like this 2025 physics was a disaster. The problem is what? All the subject was lengthy, so that's why physics the people could not give the proper time. And suppose you are focusing for 180, means no, we will not compromise with 175, 176. I will not compromise. I need 180. For that 180, you have to do something extra. But 175, 170, that you can get whatever we are teaching. Like one question this year, more than the student, NTA was in the pressure. NTA was in the pressure. Why? Because last happened 40, 48, 720 was there. So means it was a challenge for them. They should make the paper so that nobody has to get 720. Okay, that was the challenge for the NTA. That's why that surface tension question they given this year. Even that of question is not coming in the JEE main and the JEE advanced. That is the JEE advanced level, we can say. So surface tension question they given intentionally, means nobody has to get at least one question they should give, means nobody has to get 720. It was their aim. Okay, for that one question, if you are doing the different books, then what will happen? Whole year you will go out of the NEET. So one thing we have to focus, what major thing, if you see the notes and everything, all the things came from our notes and the class. So why infinite books are available in the market? So you will start doing all. So that is a one main thing in the given time, whatever the time we have the time for the 9 month, 10 month around. Okay, in that time we have to work with the proper material. Okay, somebody is saying this book is very good, DC Pandey is very good. DC Pandey is very good, now start solving the DC Pandey. You cannot complete even one book. Okay, so it is very easy to say, read NCERT. Read NCERT. Suppose I am saying, read NCERT. Can you read the NCERT for the long-term student? You can read the NCERT. No, because four books are there. Four books, physics NCERT, chemistry NCERT, and the bio also. Can you complete? Never. Okay, if you have not done in the 11th and 12th, you cannot do NCERT. That's why me and Akhilesh sir, we are never saying that read the NCERT, because we know that after reading also you will not understand anything. And what you have to read, you don't know. Okay, you will read like a newspaper. That's why what we are saying, just follow that. Don't take the more tension, means physics was the very difficult. Physics was the very difficult because the chemistry and the bio was also lengthy. Because physics, the people got the less time, and who has not done properly. If you have done the notes and some, okay, only one thing happened, because the student got panic, because in some set we have observed 4 or 5 consecutive question was difficult. So the people lost the hope. Oh, physics is very difficult. Physics is very difficult. But before going to the exam also, I was saying the same thing. Because in the exam, if the paper is difficult, it is difficult for whole country, not only for you. Okay. In that type of paper, we have to maintain our temperament. Okay, and we have to search the easy question. Definitely 20 question, whatever the like difficulty level they are giving, but 20 question, minimum 20 question, they will give the what easy or moderate, we can say that you can do easily. Some theoretical question directly they will give. That question you have to search. Suppose who has search the 2025 question in that physics paper, easily you can find that easy question, 2025 question. So then you can score very easily 80, 100. And this year you will see who is getting the 80 or 100 in the physics. Their percentile will be more than 95%. It is possible. Okay. So means paper was difficult. So whole country paper was difficult. If you have seen the news, so all the students were coming out of the campus when they're coming from the center, they were crying. Okay, so physics was difficult, but for that, no need to get the panic, sir. We can do this, we can do this. No need. You have to follow us. Okay, like whatever extra required, who has the aim of 180, for that 180, we will give the some material. For that, you have to practice it, and in the test, you will learn everything. Okay, S.C. Verma, T.C. Pandey, infinite books are there. You cannot do all those. Okay, so unnecessary. Don't take more. Like don't think more. Okay, just follow us. Okay, now come. Okay, so what is the like slope? Slope, what I said, slope is the tan theta. Tan theta, what is the theta there? Theta is the angle made by the line with x-axis. Okay, if angle you are measuring the anti-clockwise, then you have to take the angle positive. If the angle you are measuring clockwise, then you have to take the angle negative. Okay, so a small example I will give. Okay, like here, this is a straight line. Suppose I am saying maybe tan 37 here not set, so I will write 60 degree. Suppose this is the line. If I am saying what is the slope here, okay, so slope is what? Tan theta. Okay, now what is the theta? Theta is the angle made by the line with x-axis. Okay, so this is the x-axis. To reach to the line from the x-axis, how much angle you will rotate? So you will rotate from here. How much angle? 60 degree you rotated. And how? In which sense? In which sense you rotated? Anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise angle we are taking as a positive. Then directly I will write 60 degree. Okay, means from the x-axis to reach to the line, how much angle you rotated? 60 degree. 60 degree you rotated, and anti-clockwise you rotated. That's why 60 I will write positive. So what is the slope I got? Tan 60 degree. And tan 60 degree, what is the value? √3. Okay, so what is the slope here? Slope is the √3. Very common mistake students are doing. They are saying the slope is the 60 degree. Slope is not the angle. Slope is the tan theta. Okay, slope is not the theta. Slope is the tan theta. Okay. One more example. What is the slope here? What is the slope? One by √3. 1 by √3. 1 by √3. Some are saying right. 1 by √3 minus 1 by √3 minus 1 by √3 1 by √3. Okay, so now listen. One thing first. Angle I gave 30 degree. Directly somebody who is saying that 1 by √3 they are saying the 30 degree and then tan 30 degree. Angle, what I said, if angle you are measuring clockwise or anti-clockwise from the x-axis, that we have to focus. Okay, so here this is the x-axis. To reach to the line, how you will rotate? Like this. Okay, now this is the clock or anti-clock? This is the clockwise. This is the clock. I think everybody know. Now you are using the smart watch. Maybe you don't know what is the clockwise or anti-clockwise. So what is this? Clockwise. Okay. So clockwise means I will write theta is equal to what? Theta is equal to minus 30 degree. Theta is equal to minus 30 degree. This everybody got or not? Okay, so theta is equal to minus 30 degree. Somebody says, sir, I will not measure clockwise. I will measure anti-clockwise. Okay, measure anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise, if you are measuring, then you will go like this. Okay, then this angle will be what? This is 30, this is 30, it will be 150. So if you are measuring the anti-clockwise to reach to the line, then you will say 150 degree. Okay. And if you are measuring clockwise, then you will say 30 degree clockwise, and clockwise angle we are writing as a negative. Then what is the theta I will write? I have the two options. Theta is equal to minus 30 degree. Whether I can write theta is equal to minus 30 degree, or I can write theta is equal to 150. Okay. From that directly you can write the slope is equal to what? Tan of tan theta. Either you can write theta as the minus 30 or theta you can write 150. From that both you will get the same answer. Okay. So slope I can say what here? Slope is equal to tan of minus 30 degree. One option. Second option you can write slope is equal to what? Or you can write tan of 150 degree. If you are measuring clockwise, directly you will write as a 150. If you are measuring the anti-clockwise, you are measuring the clockwise, then you will write negative. If you are measuring anti-clockwise, you will write positive. Now, tan of minus theta. This is also sine of minus theta, cos of minus theta is very important. Okay. So tan of minus theta is what? Minus tan theta. Tan of minus theta minus tan theta. Tan of minus theta minus tan theta. Maybe Mohit sir said this also. So tan of minus theta you can write minus tan theta. Minus tan 30 is equal to what? Minus 1 by root 3. Minus 1 by root 3. So slope is equal to what? Minus 1 by root 3. Okay. And if you are writing the tan 150, then this also you know how to solve. In the trigonometry you learned tan of, you can write as 180 minus 30. 180 minus theta. Tan of 180 minus theta is equal to what? Minus tan theta. So this you can write minus tan 30 degree. This is equal to minus 1 by root 3. So whether you are writing the angle clockwise or anti-clockwise, you will get the same answer. Clockwise is the simple, that's why you have to go to the, because acute angle we can write directly, easily. But obtuse angle we have to split and then we can write. It is easy to go to the acute. Acute means in the clockwise we are acute, but clockwise angle we will write negative. That's why we can write tan of minus 30 degree. Okay. Any step you have the problem, then you can ask. Okay. So slope, x-intercept, y-intercept, it is the tool, like suppose they have given this quantity, what is a straight line, what is a graph. So by the slope, by the x-intercept, by the y-intercept, these three things we can find anything if they are asking anything based on the graph of a straight line. Okay. Okay then. Now that question what I gave, so suppose kinetic energy, K is the kinetic energy and V is the velocity. Okay, whether you know or not, kinetic energy formula, I don't expect that you have to know. Okay, so K and V square. Who will say, suppose you know, who know the formula, who will say which graph I will get between K and V square? Why physics, sir? Yeah, I'm not talking about the physics. K is a letter, V square is a letter. If anybody know, then they will say, otherwise I will not ask. Okay. So what is the graph I will get between K and V square? Okay, formula also I will write, no problem. K is equal to half mv square. Today no physics, that's why I am writing the formula also. K is equal to half mv square. Okay, where any K is any letter, V is any letter, M is any letter. Okay, you don't know what is the K kinetic energy, what is the M value, what is the M meaning. I am saying here K and V square. What is the graph you will get? Very good. Parabola bending towards K, sir. Wow. Rectangular hyperbola. Wow. Hyperbolic. Wow. Parabola. Parabola. One thing Nalayak, I am teaching the straight line, then why I will give the parabola? So common sense, if I am discussing the straight line, why I will ask the parabola? So graph is what here? So what I said, I'm not plotting the V on the y-axis. I'm not plotting the V on the y-axis. I'm plotting the V square on the, sorry, I'm not plotting the V on the x-axis. I'm plotting V square on the x-axis. So that I said, which quantity we are plotting on y-axis, that we will replace by y. Which quantity we are plotting on x-axis, that we will replace by x. So here x-axis what I plotted, V square. So I will replace the V square. I will replace the V square by x because V square I am plotting here, okay? And which quantity I am plotting on y-axis? K. So K I will replace by x, y. So K is equal to half m into V square I will replace by x. So now I got the y is equal to half m into x. Y is equal to half m into x. This everybody got? So what is a graph? What is a graph? Graph is a straight line because we are getting the equation is straight line. Y is equal to mx by 2. So here m is not the slope. Don't say the slope is the m here. Okay, what is the m here? Any formula I gave like this. M represent the mass, but I'm not discussing the physics. Okay, who will say what is the slope here? What is the slope here in this equation? What is the slope? This everybody got? It is a straight line. Okay, so it is a straight line. What is the slope here? M by 2. Well, or like m. Who is saying m? If I compared with our standard equation, why that will happen in the physics also, in which symbol we learned the same similar type of symbol we will use there, and then you will get confused. Now here they are using the m in the formula here. So I will use a different symbol for the slope. So I will write the equation of a straight line. Y is equal to, suppose I am writing the slope as a m naught into x, because if any symbol they are using in the question, okay, using in the question, so don't use the same symbol, otherwise you will get confused. Okay, everybody getting or not? Like suppose somebody is saying the Boltzmann constant, one constant is there, capital, suppose somebody is writing the K, kinetic energy also you are writing the K, so K is equal to 3 by 2 kT, K cancel out. So use the different symbol so that you will not get confused. So I know the Y is equal to mx, it is an equation of a straight line passing through origin, but m symbol in the question they are using. So what I will do, I will change my symbol. Okay, so Y, what is the Y here? Y I am writing as a m naught into x, where m naught is the slope. Okay, then I will not get confused because m they are using here, I am using here what? M naught. M naught is what? Slope. Now if I compare with the equation, what is the m naught value? M naught is equal to what? M by 2. Okay, if I compare, then what is the slope I got? M by 2. Are everybody got or not? So like slope we are representing by m, mass also we are representing by m. Okay, so that's why for this, if I want to compare, so I write the equation, a standard equation, y is the m naught into x, so that symbol will be different. Okay, up to this everybody got? Okay. Suppose I gave this, I gave the k and v square graph, and I'm saying what is the value of m? What is the value of m? So suppose this type of graph I gave and we require the m value. So what is the value of m? So now if you see this, I gave the straight line. Okay, I gave the straight line. Then now what is angle I gave? 45. Angle is the clockwise, I can say 45. So slope what I can write? Slope is equal to tan 45 degree, that is equal to 1. So slope what I got? Slope I got 1. Okay. Now in this equation, what is the slope represent? Slope represent the m by 2. Slope is equal to what? M by 2. Now slope I will relate write m by 2. And slope value what I got? 1. Then what is the m value I got? M is equal to Everybody got or not? So by the straight line, we got the value of m. Okay, I'm not saying m is the mass here. We got the value of m by comparing with the slope. Slope they given. I write the formula in the terms of that. After that, we compare with the slope, and now from the slope we got the value of m. Okay. Anybody has confusion? Any problem? To this, okay. So everybody got how to find the slope. Okay. Now slope, another way, another formula is also there for the slope. Slope is the tan theta. What is the meaning of theta? I already said. Okay. Tan theta formula you learned in the trigonometry, perpendicular upon base or opposite side upon adjacent side. Okay. Which formula? Any formula you mugged up. So tan theta is what? Opposite side upon adjacent side. Most of you are remembering that. Okay. Opposite upon adjacent. When I was saying, then some confusion I was creating in the opposite and adjacent, but I will not discuss about that. Okay. So maybe you mugged up that opposite upon adjacent. Okay. Or perpendicular upon base. So that is a formula of the tan theta. Okay. If I know the 2 points, suppose I am saying I gave the 2 point and I'm saying what is the slope, how to find the slope. Okay, 2 point I gave, so from the 2 point how many line I will get? Will get the 1 line like this. If there is a line, so there will be the slope. Wow, now like slope is 1. So if there is a line, then we can associate a slope. Okay, slope how we can find? So slope is the tan theta. Okay, for the tan theta, I have to find the opposite side and I have to find the adjacent side. Okay, so you can complete this triangle like this. Okay, now if you see here, this value is what? Here x coordinate is what? X2. So this value is what? X2. Okay, here what is the value of x? This value is what? X1. Okay, B, what is the height from the axis, x-axis? This is the y2. Okay, and for A, this, what is the y coordinate here? Y1. So this I can write as the y1. Now if I'm saying this theta from the x-axis, this is the x-axis, how much angle it is making? Theta. So how I can find the slope? Tan theta is the opposite side upon adjacent side. What is the opposite side? This, suppose I'm marking C. So BC upon AC. So tan theta I can write as, directly you have to theta as the BC upon AC. Okay, tan theta is the BC upon AC. Some intelligent people will cancel the C. C is the letter only here. BC upon AC. Okay. Now what is the BC? BC is what? Y2 minus Y1. And what is the AC? AC is what? X2 minus X1. Then what is the formula of the tan theta we got? Tan theta is equal to Y2 minus Y1 upon X2 minus X1. So when you know the 2 point, then just remember this formula. Tan theta is equal to Y2 minus Y1 upon X2 minus X1. Okay. If you are writing the letter 1 first, like number 1 first, then both you will reverse, like y1 minus, no any rule is like y2 minus y1. You can write y1 minus y2 upon x1 minus x2. Time up. Class is up to 10:30, na? Mohit, Sai Ram, your time up. Okay, so what is the tan theta? I said tan theta is the, if you are writing the y1 first, so you will write y1 minus y2 upon x1 minus x2. Okay, means you can write which from 2 you are starting, so below also 2. If you are writing with the 1, then you will write the 1. Okay, in the denominator also. So y1 minus y2 upon x1 minus x2. Okay, completed. So we got the most of the idea, everything like about the slope. Okay. Okay then. So equation of a straight line, two equation already I said, two form, different form, y is equal to mx plus c, standard form. Another I said what, y is equal to mx if the straight line is passing through origin. Okay. So sometime, like suppose you will get like this type of equation, all variable will be one side. Like suppose you have not directly got in the standard form, you got in the form of equation y ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Then suppose I am saying what is the slope here, what is the x-intercept, what is the y-intercept. Sometime after solving like this type of condition you are getting. So one option what we have, this form we are getting ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So I can convert in our standard form one way, otherwise directly from here we can remember, okay, what is the meaning of slope, what is the x-intercept, what is the y-intercept, okay. So here if you are getting in this form, so one option what we can do, okay, we can convert in our standard form. So what I will do, I will write by is equal to minus ax minus c. Y I put one side, rest I shifted in the other side. So I can write by is equal to minus ax minus c. But our standard equation is y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. Now I will divide the b on both sides. So y is equal to minus a by b into x minus c by b. Okay, I divided by b on both sides, so I got y is equal to minus a by b x minus c by b. Now it came in our standard form, so somebody can directly remember the formula from here. Otherwise, we can convert in our standard form. So what is the slope here? Slope directly you can remember. Slope is equal to minus a by b. If directly like this form of equation has given ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, then directly we can say slope is the minus a by b. What is the a? Multiple of x. What is the b? Multiple of y. Okay, or coefficient of x or coefficient of y. So slope is equal to what? Minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of y. Coefficient of x upon coefficient of y. And what is the y-intercept? Y-intercept is the minus c by b. Okay, x and y-intercept, one universal method is there. X-intercept, y put 0, y-intercept put x is equal to 0. But whatever form they have given, we can find x and y-intercept, or x-intercept y0, y-intercept x0. Okay, are everybody getting or not? So one question directly on this you can also say. Fast. What is the slope? What is the x-intercept? What is the y-intercept? Fast, fast, fast. What is the slope? What is the x-intercept? What is the y-intercept? What is the slope? What is the x-intercept? What is the y-intercept? So slope is equal to minus, first formula is minus a by, I am using the formula, you can, if you want, then you can go to the standard form. Minus a by b. Ax, what is the multiple of x? 2. A by b. B is what? Coefficient of y. What is the coefficient of y? Minus 3. So I will put here what? Minus 3. Minus minus become plus. So what we got? Slope is equal to 2 by 3. Okay. For y-intercept x0, x-intercept y0. Okay. X and y-intercept everybody can find. Okay, no problem. I will say x-intercept. X-intercept I put y is equal to 0. If I put y is equal to 0, then I will get 2x. 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. Okay. 2x plus 4, 0, then x value, 2x what I got? 2x is equal to minus 4. So x is equal to what? Minus 2. So what is the x-intercept I got? Minus 2. Okay. And y-intercept, you can find y-intercept, you will put x is equal to 0. So y-intercept you will get 4 by 3. y-intercept 4 by 3. It is a one way. Other way, if you want, then you can convert into the standard form y is equal to mx plus c. Are everybody getting or not? So if this form has given, so two options you have directly, so you can go from here, slope you can directly take minus a by b, and the x and y intercept, x intercept y0, y intercept x0, okay? Okay. Now, how to draw the straight line? So we have learned the equation of a straight line, okay? How to write the equation of a straight line, I will do that, okay? If how to draw the straight line, so many places in the thermometry, in the kinematics, so many places we will get the straight line, okay? So how to draw the straight line? Marked up equal to mx plus c, you will convert into the equation and then you will draw. Online class is hit different from offline, sir, okay? Okay, so now listen, what straight line? Okay, maybe you directly marked up the straight line, this equation, this graph, this equation, this graph. What I will say, suppose you have the equation, any equation, like a straight line equation, and you have to draw the straight line. I said what? To draw the straight line, minimum requirement is what? Either your voice is breaking. My voice is breaking. Battery problem. Everybody is facing the problem. Voice breaking, voice not clear, voice breaking. Now fine, sir. Good, good, good. Now it's okay. Now okay. Now clear. Now fine. Okay. Okay. Now listen. Okay. Okay. What I'm saying, if you have the equation, straight line equation, and you have to draw. If you have your own way, then you can go through that. Don't learn the new way unnecessarily. Don't get confused. If you know that your method is correct and you are always able to find the draw the straight line graph, then it is okay. Otherwise, what we will do, if you have the equation, a straight line equation, so what I said, to draw the straight line, we require the 2 point. We require 2 point. Okay. From the 2 point, we can draw the unique straight line. One straight line we can draw if we have the 2 point. Okay. What we will do, whatever the equation they given, any form they have given the equation, what we will do, suppose I am giving one example, 2x minus 4y plus 3 is equal to 0. Suppose this is the equation we have and we have to draw the straight line. We have to draw the straight line. Okay. So what we will do, we will find 2 point on the x-axis and y. We will find the 2 point. From that 2 point, we can draw the straight line. So two point. So what we will do, we will find the point on the x and y axis. We will find the point on the y axis. X and y axis means if it is a line, then definitely, if it is not passing, definitely it will cut the x and y axis. If it is a passing from origin, its equation will be equal to mx. Okay? But here constant is also there. It means this is not passing through origin. Okay, again voice problem. Okay, wait for 2 minutes. Wait for 2 minutes. Come fast. Yes, I came. Okay, so what I'm saying here, suppose you have the equation, they have given the equation 2x minus 4y plus 3 is equal to 0. Everybody can say whether you are directly comparing your standard form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So graph will be straight line. Okay, I'm not asking the slope, I'm not asking the y and x intercept. Already we have completed. Okay, now I want to draw the graph of this 2x minus 4y plus 3 is equal to 0. We have to draw the graph. Okay, what I said, we require 2 points to draw the straight line. If it is not passing through origin, so definitely it will cut the x-axis as well as y-axis. Okay, so here constant is not 0. Constant is not 0. 3 is there. Constant is there. It means it is not passing through origin. Okay, then 1 point we will get on x-axis, 1 point we will get on y-axis. What I said, for x-intercept y is equal to 0. So first I will check where the line will cut. This method will help directly to get the x-intercept and y-intercept also. Okay. So for x-intercept y is equal to 0. For x-intercept y is equal to 0. Okay, so we will put y is equal to 0, then I will get where the line will cut the x-axis. So if I put y is equal to 0 here, then what is the x I will get? X is equal to 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, so x is equal to minus 3 by 2. I can write directly after shifting the 3, minus 3, then x what you got? Minus 3 by 2. Okay, so x-intercept I got minus 3 by 2. Now for y-intercept, what we will do? Y-intercept I will put x is equal to 0. So put x is equal to 0. If I am putting x is equal to 0, then what is the y? Then minus 4y plus 3 is equal to 0. Then what is the y I will get? Y is equal to 3 by 4. So x-intercept I got minus 3 by 2. Y-intercept I got 3 by 4. Okay. Now I can draw the line. This is the coordinate axis. Okay. What is the x-intercept? Minus 3 by 2. Okay. So means what is the y value? Y value 0. So I got the point what? Minus 3 by 2 comma 0. 1 point. Okay. Another point is on y-intercept. Y-intercept means x is equal to 0. Okay. So y-intercept means y-axis. Okay. What is the y-intercept? I am getting 3 by 4. It is a positive. So 3 by 4. Okay, so what is the x coordinate? 0, and y coordinate is what? 3 by 4. So I got 2 points, one on the x-axis. What is the point on the x-axis? Minus 3 by 2 comma 0. And what is the point on the y-axis? Okay, 0 comma 3 by 4. You got 2 points. By the 2 points we can draw the one straight line. Yes. Join them. Like this. This is the straight line. By this we got, now you can see this line is making an acute angle with x-axis in the anti-clockwise, so slope is positive. Okay, slope directly you can find from the equation also. Okay, so everybody got how to draw the straight line. If you can directly say, okay, you know that this straight line we have to follow this method. You will directly mucked up the graph, then it is okay. You have to follow yourself. I'm not going. You are not change your method. But if I will suggest this method, by this we can get the x-intercept, we can get the y-intercept. Okay, so for x-intercept y0 you got 1 point, and for y-intercept x is equal to 0 you got another point. By joining them you will get the straight line. Okay, are say everybody got or not? Okay, so some you will write any different form of a straight line, any state equation of a straight to plot problem there. Next class we will discuss. Okay, okay, then one more thing. Suppose I am saying x is equal to 3. X is equal to 3. X is equal to 3 is the point or a line? X is equal to 3. Suppose I have only written x is equal to 3. The line or a point? Point. It is a straight line. X is equal to 3 is a straight line. Okay. Why? If I am saying that you are saying the point means I will mention the y coordinate also. Suppose I am saying 3 comma 0. 3, 0. Then you will say, okay, sir, this point is on the x-axis, x coordinate is the 3, y coordinate is 0. So if I am writing the 3, 0, then it is a point. But here only I am writing the x is equal to 3. Why it is a straight line? That is another form of the straight line. Okay, any constant you can write. I am taking the example of 3, x is equal to 3. Okay. Now, x is equal to 3, first you can write on the x-axis. Suppose here I am taking the x is equal to 3. Okay. Here x is equal to 3. What is the value of x here? Just above that. What is the value of x just above? Suppose I am standing on the x is equal to 3. Now I am going above. So my y is changing. My y is changing, but my x is not changing. Again I am repeating. Suppose I am standing here. I am standing on x is equal to 3. Now I am not moving on x-axis. I am moving on y-axis. So as I am moving on y-axis, my x value is what? 3. My y value is changing. I have not given anything about y. I have only given x. I need only x is equal to 3. So I need x is equal to 3. Y, whatever y doesn't matter. Okay. So here what is the x value? 3. Just above, what is the x value? 3. 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 So what is the x I am getting on this? Everywhere 3. Now everybody got x is equal to 3 is not a point. X is equal to 3 is a straight line. Okay. Who will say what is the slope here? What is the slope here? Slope is 0. What is the slope here? What is the tan 90? What is the tan 90? What is the tan 90? Tan 90 0. Undefined, or we are saying the infinite. Okay, undefined, because infinite is undefined. Okay. So here slope means what I said, from the, this is to go to this line, to reach to this line, how much angle I will rotate? 90 degree. 90 degree is the angle. Now what is the slope? Slope is the tan 90. Slope is tan theta. So tan 90 means undefined, or you can say infinity. Okay. Everybody got or not? So we can say slope is undefined, or we can say the infinity. Okay. Up to this, okay. So what I can say, if I am saying x is equal to constant, x is equal to constant, then it is a straight line parallel to y-axis. Everybody got or not? So if any quantity I have given the constant, then we can say the graph will be straight line parallel to the y-axis. Parallel to the y-axis. This everybody got or not? Okay. Now last thing. Suppose I am saying similarly y is equal to 2. What is the y is equal to 2? Y is equal to 2. Point or straight line? It is a point or line. Y is equal to 2. Similarly, it is also what? Y is equal to 2 means also it is a, if I have given that 2 both coordinate, then I will say it is a point, but it is a what? Line. Y is equal to 2, how I can draw? Now y is equal to 2 means somewhere I am taking suppose 2. So I will draw what? Line where y value everywhere 2, x I have not given anything. Now this, okay, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. So what is the y is equal to 2? Y is equal to 2 is the straight line parallel to x-axis. Everybody got? Y is equal to 2 means I can say y is equal to constant. It is a straight line parallel to x-axis. Okay. So x is equal to constant, x is equal to constant parallel to y-axis, x is equal to constant parallel to y-axis, y is equal to constant parallel to x-axis. And if you want to compare, then you can compare with your standard equation also, like y is equal to mx plus c, y is equal to mx plus c, okay. Now here I am saying what? If m is equal to 0, if m is equal to 0, then what is the y I will get? M is equal to 0, then y is equal to constant. Okay, it means m is equal to 0 means slope is equal to what? Slope is equal to 0. Okay, slope is equal to 0 means with the x-axis what is the angle? 0. So y is equal to constant, you can compare with our standard equation, y is equal to mx plus c. Mx part is 0, so x can be anything. So it means what? M is 0. M is 0 means slope is 0. Slope 0 means parallel to x-axis. Everybody got? So this is the basic idea about the straight line. Okay. So next we will continue. Next class. Okay. Bye bye. Next chemistry class. Take the 2-minute break. Okay. Bye bye. Take care.